welcome back Lods Mobile fans. Thank you very much for tuning in as we kick off this 1v1 KvK versus Kingdom 525. And as you can see, it didn't take long for HIG to come over and scout and then start farming the baby Gryphon. And here on this one, to kick things off, I will be 100% concentrating on snatching this guy's leader so that we can get hopefully a successful rally away. And taking into consideration it being a 1v1, these kind of targets that come from the Gryphon could be absolutely vital towards our points. So hitting that Howard bind, checking the flanks. I'm not going to bother switching the gear or unsheltering the leader for this one. I'm just going to random relocate away, suck in all of those armies and that leader. The rally being initiated there as I think about hitting the anti-scout, but if you are going to do multiple Gryphon pulls during KvK, it can be a nightmare. So sometimes it's just best not to use the anti-scout. You can take reins from your guild, and as a Gryphon trap with full T4 mixed reins, it really does make you one hell of a solo target if anyone is going to try it. And it was interesting to see that this guy didn't port to the Wonder. He didn't even port away from where he was Gryphon trapped. And that, to me, shows a real sign of inexperience. He has got no clue what has just happened. His guild are coming over and giving him reins. And honestly, if his comp is good enough at that kind of might, 442 mil, he should have no problem capping us if he gets the correct reins and manages to counter correctly. So we could be in trouble here as we check out the damage, and hopefully we'll be kicking off KvK the right way. It's what better way to kick off KvK than rally a helpless, leaderless Gryphon victim. And that being said, looking at it from his perspective, what a scary way to start KvK. He's thinking that he's found a bank. He's thinking he has hit the jackpot, sending his leader and all of those precious T4 at that empty castle. And now he is being rained for his life as the Flinty rally almost hits. And the fire burns, knocking him down to 358 million might, and he certainly did not have the troop comp to be taking that. 2.6 million reds, all of that T4. He stayed in range flanks, headbutted our range and took all of those losses. Definitely would have had a better result had he have switched into Inf. His guild probably are not happy with that one. And I imagine it's only going to get a whole lot worse now as the second rally is about to be released. I'm going to spam those carpets. He looks as if he is hiding troops, but nevertheless I'm going to spam those carpets recklessly, get that rally hitting as soon as possible, and hopefully we will see a might drop again. So he was 358 million might. A further 32 million might drop, 200k reds, mostly his guild there just taking losses on his reigns. He's hidden all of his troops, and it is just crazy. We did actually see him drop guild, and I tagged it in chat, and it's strange because obviously him dropping guild, it means where he's hidden his troops, all of his troops have come home, and then Flinty hit that solo in first, knocking 15.6 million might, 434k red, so he's not even healed. All of the other savages jump in, and it is just brutal because he gets zeroed down from 469 million might, Gryphon trapped, rallied twice, and then zeroed with the solos down to 305 million might, and absolutely rest in peace that guy. And moving on swiftly, we have an ego rally here, rallying someone that looks like he is not going to take this well. He is only 258 million might. We don't know what he's got. I believe he is an anti-scout, but we're going to slam this ego rally into him regardless. Spam the carpets away with 18 seconds now until it hits. He actually randoms away, drops down to 159 million might, and 98 million might drop, 7.8 million reds, 6.2 million survived. And we were going crazy at that troop comp. What is that? A T3, a T2 and a T1 troop comp, and that really is hands down probably one of the most disgusting rally trap comps I have ever seen, if that is what he was going for. So I left him at 161 million might. I look away for all of 10 seconds, I stop recording, and once I start recording and figure out that these guys have actually found him again, they've already dropped him down to 90 million might. So he did start at 258 million might. I jump in and give him the salute of death, and as always I wish him the very best with the rebuild. 258 million might, dropping him all the way down to 79 million might, not even player level 60, so fair play to him for even trying. And moving on very swiftly as per usual, pulling in the troops once again, ready to random relocate away, sucking in yet another leader and some more troopers. And unbelievably, if you rewind the video, you'll see that earlier on in the first Gryphon pool, we Gryphon trapped and rallied a guild called HIG, and here they are again. And if you look at the reports from the first video, you'll see that this guy actually messaged me before I even did the first Gryphon pool, so someone from their guild actually recognizing me before we Gryphon trapped them the first time. And now here we are the second time I've Gryphon trapped them once again, and I've also bagged myself a leader, so hopefully we're going to get another successful rally from the same guild. And it really did make my heart smile. Thank you very much, HIG, for the points, you beautiful guild. And unfortunately at the time I didn't really get the chance to reply. I was a little bit busy Gryphon trapping his guild and watching these rallies go in. But a big hello to you as well, and big love to HIG as this second rally gets ready to be shooting towards him, spamming the carpets and hoping that we see another good result here. The last rally was juicy. The fire burning once again, 2.7 million reds, a massive might drop, 816 survived that got gobbled up. And once again, lots of T4 but no T2, and you're not going to be taking rallies like that, especially not with the strength of the rally leads that we have here at SM. You really need to make sure your troop comp is clean. And here I am releasing the leader. SizeMatters a little bit slow on this one, but he, I think, logged off, probably a little bit salty. A few moments later, Bergs and Chaos coming in for the leader, and Bergs beating Chaos to the Gryphon Victim Trophy. And here he is after I Gryphon tracked him, 396 million might, and we dropped him down 0 to 266 mil. And you would think now HIG know what a Gryphon trap is. These guys, however, don't. Pulling the troops home once again, random relocating once again, and again capturing a leader, looking good, set for another ego rally on one of my helpless victims. And with this one I have done some considerable damage, taking I think maybe 4 or 5 marches of T4, and you can see on the first one only a 6.8 million might drop, and it meant that he packed some T3 in there as well. And that tells me that his comp might be a little bit dodgy, or even that he might be empty after losing those troopers. So for sure, before we ping those carpets and waste them, we definitely need to see if he is empty. And Silent comes in with the solo and actually burns him, so he is indeed empty. Ego is now coming in for the solo as well. He's taken some reins from his guildmate, so Ego should be smacking him to them. And oftentimes a lot of these Gryphon victims end up being empty or either hideable after the damage they've taken, but it's always worth taking the risk, especially during this 1v1. So here I am, I've released the leader. Ego is going to be speeding in that march and hopefully capturing the leader. Yep, he's got the trophy on that one, and that is a very lovely job by Ego indeed. And we will be having a look at the points I managed to steal from all of his guild, and him in particular, sending some nice juicy T4 marches as we have already seen, and one of his guildmates hitting that 50% army boost and getting one in there at the end. So you can see how all of these marches, all of these T4 marches can really accumulate into some massive points for the guild. Speaking of the points, let's have a look. 376 mil for the guild and 87 million solo score, and all of this chaos I brought to you has all happened within the first 2.5 hours of KvK, so it really gives you an idea of how quickly SizeMatters come out of the traps. The baby Gryphon looking cute as always. And just snatching onto this one quickly, Hardy Boys has found someone in Fury, just over 200 mil, and we're looking to get this rally speeding towards him now. And as I'm sat here wondering whether or not the carpets will ever come, he does something we really did not expect, with clearly the carpets not even coming, and he actually random teleports, takes it, burns really badly, a 61 million might drop, 2.1 million reds. And as you can see here, we sent a range rally and he took it in cav flanks like an absolute lemon. And with a troop comp like that, he was never going to take that rally well anyway, but he certainly didn't help himself, down to 169 million might, and I wish him all the very best for the rebuild as per usual. And here we have Pew Pew in her element, getting capped by Hate 267 million castle. Who even solos that? But of course, SizeMatters willing to hold hands into their doom. We spammed him with a fake rally, and as the spam came in, we decided to chuck the solos on Pew Pew's orders, the word go, and he managed to cap 5 of us. So not only has he now got Pew, he has got another 5 of us. So pretty impressive. We definitely just soloed a rally trap. Nice job, Pew. Brilliant, dumb idea as always. But this, of course, is why we love Pew, and we did get our leaders back. This guy very impressed with the timing and the attempt. So it was no bother, and these dumb ideas are what it's all about. Not afraid of losing troopers, and apparently neither are these guys. And these guys in particular, starting off very cautious, but after I let them take a little bit of resource, the FD guy down to the right became a little bit more comfortable and started sending T4 and a little bit of T3 in there as well. And actually, based on the troops he's sending, I can really get a good idea that I think if we rallied this guy, he would be in some serious trouble, and I'm hoping I can cause a little bit of damage as well. So SizeMatters willing to take my word on that one and setting a rally on him, and hoping that we can get a decent result with that. And actually at this point we have set a rally on the wrong victim, but usually we just get a few of the leads to set a rally on a couple of the victims. I can assess the damage while the rallies fill, and then if the damage is good, we can go ahead and let everyone know that this is a YOLO and decide if we want to release the rally. So we cancelled one of them based on the damage and what he was sending. This one, however, I'm feeling good, and I'm really hoping that I'm not going to get my guild hurt here. He was random teleporting like crazy, and oftentimes that is a really good sign. It means that he is a noob and he is panicking. And you have to remember here, I haven't got his leader. He random relocates away. Amazingly, he sheltered his leader, a 60 million might drop, 4.2 million reds, 2.8 million survived, and he definitely did not take that to the best of his ability. Lots of T3 in there, not enough T2 or T4, and once again a terrible troop comp. And at this point, given it's a 1v1, I am feeling so very blessed with all of this action, and we will be bringing you a part 2, dropping that guy down to 346 million might, 7.2 million damage on the first army, and only a 3.6 million damage on the second, so very minimal damage. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe. Part 2 will be coming ASAP, and I will see you soon.